Alright lads, what is going on? It's your boy J Double D FIFA, and this right here is my FIFA 15 career mode. And if you're going to ask who we're starting with, you're going to see in just a second. I was thinking I wanted to stay in England with the whole Barclays Premier League thing and incorporating all the Barclays Premier League stadiums, and I decided to go with West Ham because they have like a very good squad. They have like 3-4 good strikers in Enner Valencia, Carroll, Sacco and Maru Zarate. They have seem to have good players everywhere. The signings that they made in Cresswell and stuff like that were very good. But yeah, anyway, this is just us getting our first stuff from the board, the board saying that a domestic cup they would love to get at around 16, which is pretty easy in my opinion, because West Ham, like we said, have a very good team. They want us to search for a fullback, which is kind of right, I guess, considering we only have Carl Jenkinson on loan as a right back, and Guy Demel isn't that great. And they also want us to finish mid-table, which is again average. We can definitely do that. I want to be pushing for the Europa spot. So here's the team: Adrian, Carl Jenkins, he's on loan, very good. James Collins, Winston Reid, very good centre back, and Aaron Cresswell, the new boy from Ipswich. Mark Noble there, Mr. West Ham himself. Kyoe, Song, Downing, Sacco, Valencia. As we go through the squad, you're going to see that there are some very good players, and it seems like we have a lot of the same rated players, sort of 74, 75, 76, 77 sort of rated players. And it seems like we have a very good squad with some good young talent as well. So this is a very good team in my opinion to take forward in the Premier League. They have very good fans, and they have a very good sort of legacy as a team as well. So we decided to go and search for this for the fullback that they wanted, and Alejandro Grimaldo. I know he's got a huge potential, and I know he's around about 68. So what we decided to do was we would ask our scout Barber to scout him. He looks like a very good player, and looks like he'll have bags and bags of potential, which is exactly what we need. We also had a little look at Majada, is it? Nastasic, Mataya, I think it is, Nastasic. And we also had a look at Robin Nosh from Wolfsburg, both very young, good defenders. And we also had a look at Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain from Arsenal, who is one of my favourite right mids in the whole entire of the Premier League. We had a look at Trippier. They said they wanted 6 million, which for me was absolutely crazy. And Oxlade-Chamberlain here, 6.5 million. I don't know what happened there, but we offered 5.5 million. If we get Oxlade-Chamberlain, it'll be absolutely brilliant. And like I said, we had a look at Kieran Trippier, but Burnley wanted 6 million, and that's way too much for a left back, right back in my opinion. We had a look at Kazawa from Monaco, and again we decided to just ask the scout, and then it came through that Arsenal were fine with that 5.5 million bid for Oxlade-Chamberlain. I could not wait to try and get this guy in, so I give him 5 years, 60k. We also had a look at Nathaniel Klein at the right back position. Really good right back. Quality, got a great strike on him. He's also very capable defensively, and he looks to be England's next right back along with Callum Chambers. So as I said, as you can see here, Oxlade-Chamberlain accepts his contract, and we actually get him in, which is absolutely crazy, because Oxlade-Chamberlain he's going to have a hell of a future here at West Ham. He's going to be one of our really big marquee signings. As you see here, the scout report came back for Alejandro Grimaldo, and we had a little look to see how much Barcelona would want for him. And they said it looked like we were going to have to pay about 2 mil, so we decided to put 1 mil in, and we also decided to put a player in, Guy Demel. I'm not the biggest fan of Demel, and I also think he's not going to play here. So if we can get Grimaldo a little bit cheap and get rid of Guy Demel, that's brilliant for me. We had a little look at Robin Nosh as well, and we decided to put James Collins in there, and also 2 million. But to be honest, I'm not bothered if that really happens, because we have really good centre backs. We have 4 good centre backs, or 4 people who can play centre backs. And Barcelona said that they wanted 2.6 mil and Guy Demel for that. So I said take 2 mil, and that's a good deal for the both of us. Yeah, so that's a good deal in my opinion. But I don't think Barcelona were too happy with that. Robin Nosh, here again, they said they weren't interested in the player, and the money wasn't enough, so we decided that we were going to put Tompkins in there. But like I said, I'd rather keep Tompkins and Collins, because they're they're engraved in West Ham's sort of fabric at the minute. They're like, they're players that you wouldn't really want to let go of anyway, so I don't think I want to let go of them. And then Barcelona said that wasn't enough for Grimaldo, so what we decided to do was give them 2.25, see if that was enough. Hopefully it was. And the transfer was apparently unacceptable to VfL Wolfsburg, so we just decided that we'll just keep our defenders and we won't go in for Robin Nosh. And again, Barcelona said that they wanted more money for Grimaldo. This is how I knew that he had a good potential as well, because they must have like really wanted to keep him and thought that he was going to be a star in the future to cost this much money. So what I decided to do was I decided to give 2.45, and hopefully they'll take that. That's 3 million overall, and they did in fact take that. They did say that was fine, and I was very, very happy to get the youngster Alejandro Grimaldo in here, because I know that he is gonna be brilliant for us in the years to come. We have Creswell and we have Grimaldo, but maybe we could play Grimaldo on the right side or Creswell on the right side. Also, I really want to get Rafael Morrison back from loan, because I think that this kid has bags and bags of potential, and I don't really want to see him sitting at somebody else's club. If he could keep his head right in real life, he would be a quality player. And then it came to the first game of the season, a friendly against AS Monaco, and we put out basically our strongest side, including Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. We included Enner Valencia and people like that. The team was as strong as it could get, and the reason that it was as strong as it could get was because I really want to see what team I will be using in the Premier League. This is my time to try different things out and decide who I really want to play. Oxlade-Chamberlain there, our new midfielder, it showed there. And the first chance of this game fell to us. Monaco, it seemed like they played a little bit of a sort of weak team, like they really didn't respect us because they came second in the league or something like that. Like, it really seemed like Monaco kind of thought that we were the weaker team and that they should be beating us, so they put kind of a weak team out. They played a few good players like Martinho and stuff like that, but really they played a weak team, and that's a great ball through there to Oxlade-Chamberlain in the 18th minute there, and he really should have buried it, but it's pre-season. I mean, everyone's a bit unfit and everyone hasn't exactly got their full potential right now. And the third chance as well comes through us here, as you're going to see. It seemed like we were really pushing Monaco back, so like saying basically like we're here to play. This might be a pre-season friendly, but we're really trying to win this. And a great shot there from Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain inside, the goalkeeper for Monaco, pulls out a good save. And then Monaco, they come forward for their first chance in the I think that's the 25th minute, and they were playing the ball around quite nicely, but they weren't getting forward. But this was the first chance that they got really forward, and they put the ball into I'm not too sure how that was. But anyway, they put the ball into the box, and it's a header there from German, and it just goes wide. Lucky for us. We get the ball here, lofted up, and then Valencia with a lovely little header down. I'm not too sure how we got in the end of that. Zarate has the ball here, and he's just basically doing it all on his own. Lovely little Berber spin inside, big touch, has a shot, and he just puts it wide. And right now, I was thinking that we're not going to score here. I was thinking that this is like, we're just not going to score. We've had so many opportunities and we just haven't buried anything just yet. But here we go on the counter-attack again. West Ham seem to be pretty great on the counter. They seem to have a lot of speed up top. And having to put a guy like Valencia, who's on the ball now, who can also act as a target man, was very, very good. But Valencia gets through here, takes his shot, straight outside, good save. And then something happens here and the Monaco player takes down Enner Valencia. I mean, I don't know why he did that, because Valencia's going away from goal and there's absolutely there's no reason to take him down. There's absolutely no threat here from Valencia, and as you see there, he just knocks him on the foot. And in the box, if you get a touch and you go down, you're always risking giving away a penalty. So Mario Zarate, he steps up for this, and he's just going to smash it into the top right, and it's a great goal. First goal for Mario Zarate, first goal of the season, and it's a great goal. The West Ham fans must be loving that, straight in that top right-hand corner. And yeah, it's nice to see West Ham playing good football, because on this game, West Ham can play some fantastic football. The way they play is great. It's like, it's really nice and entertaining to watch. And half-time came there, 1-0. We were sitting on all the chances. At half-time, we made some substitutions. We brought we brought Noble on for Song, and we brought, I think, who did we bring on? I think we brought Al Furtado for Morrison, which they're kind of straight toss in my opinion. But anyway, here Monaco were just whipping the ball back and forth, and we couldn't get the ball on it. And I think his name's Condonga or something like that. I'm not too sure, but he got a header on him, and how the hell he missed that, I will never know. He must have been kicking himself. We kicked the ball out, and Oxlade-Chamberlain just misses the header. I really don't know what was going on there. They get the ball, they play it into the box. Great shot. Creswell blocks it off the line. Adrian, for some reason, does some weird save, and Coyote gives the penalty away, and that was just silly from us. I really should not have dived in there with Coyote, but in my head I was like, if I don't get a touch on this ball, it's going to be a goal. So I decided to dive in there, try and get the ball away, and just the timing was pretty poor, and we give away the penalty. Nothing really I could do there. So Berbatov steps up for the penalty. I say that Monaco didn't put out a good team, but they had players like Montigno and Berbatov playing, and they had Os Campos playing as well, so that's really their best team. But anyway, Berbatov steps up for his penalty. I dive the wrong way, but he does in fact hit the bar, and Adrian catches the ball. So we were let off big time there, and Monaco just stepped it up again. They kind of said like, we're not letting West Ham make mugs of us. So they take a shot here, and Adrian with a belter of a save there, and we decided to take Stuart Downing off and bring on Matty Jarvis on. So like I said, this team is quality. It's got some great depth. Anyway, they whip in the ball, and Jesus Christ, I don't know how Berbatov scored that header. That is a proper worldie, a proper power heater into the top left hand corner, and there's no stopping that from Adrian. Like I said, absolute power heater. And we couldn't do anything about it, but Monaco were not finished there. They were coming forward with some real attacking threat here. They were playing some great football, and it just seemed like they just started passing it like Barca or anybody who's great at passing. They just seem to pass it around absolutely loads. And it's palmed out there by Adrian, so they have a corner. They whip it in, and I don't know what that was, but we managed to get the ball. Mr. West Ham himself, Noble, plays the ball out of Valencia. Valencia inside, passes it to Amel Furtado. Then Amel Furtado, he passes it off back inside to Valencia. Valencia takes it past his man, and he shoots across goal and hits the post. And that was very, very unlucky. That was like our only chance of the second half. And if we had scored that, it may have been a bit of a jammy win, but a goal's a goal really, and we really needed it. And he has Monaco just playing the ball around in that corner, playing it out, and it just feels like they were kind of taunting us. They kept going down that corner and then coming back inside, kept taking very, very good shots, and Adrian really kept us in it. And that was how the game finished. Finished ones each, and that was, in my opinion, a good start against the French champions. And Stuart Downing will be out for 3 weeks with a sprained ankle. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Stay tuned for episode 2. It'll probably be out tomorrow or the day after. Thanks for watching. It's been your boy JDD. See you later.